In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how Manchester United's proposed £2 billion stadium could revolutionize football. From its massive 100,000 capacity that dwarfs the roaring Old Trafford terraces we've known for generations, to Foster & Partners' distinctive umbrella design, public plaza, iconic trident masts visible from space, and the economic gamble that could transform both club finances and the entire region. But I'll also reveal why die-hard fans are calling it a soulless corporate structure, with no connection to the club's heritage. This isn't just about architecture, it's about Manchester United's soul. Can a modern colossus ever capture the spine-tingling atmosphere of 114 years of history? Or are we witnessing the death of tradition for profit? Imagine standing inside Old Trafford, the theater of dreams, surrounded by 114 years of Manchester United history. The roar of fans, the legendary matches, the ghosts of Best, Charlton, and Cantona. Now imagine watching it all get demolished for something completely new. That's exactly what might happen as Manchester United unveils plans for a stunning £2 billion replacement. Foster & Partners, the architectural firm behind this revolutionary design, has completely redefined what a football stadium can be. The proposed structure features an extraordinary umbrella-like design that harvests solar energy from its massive canopy and collects rainwater to minimize environmental impact. This innovative approach transforms the stadium into a self-sustaining ecosystem where football and environmental consciousness coexist. The numbers alone are staggering. While Old Trafford currently holds 74,140 fans, who've witnessed countless historic moments through decades of triumph and heartbreak, this new colossus would accommodate 100,000 supporters, making it the largest stadium in the UK. That's 10,000 more than Wembley. The matchday atmosphere would transform from intimate to absolutely thunderous. The design's trident masts, 3 massive spires reaching 200 meters into the Manchester sky, serve as both functional supports and symbolic statements. Like the industrial landmarks that define Manchester's heritage, these architectural elements would redefine the entire skyline, creating a landmark visible from 25 miles away. Much like how ecosystems evolve to thrive in new conditions, the surrounding area would transform from matchday-only destination into a vibrant community center. The plans include a public plaza twice the size of Trafalgar Square, an enormous space filled with cafes, shops, museums, and community areas that breathe life into the district 7 days a week. The construction approach is equally innovative. The stadium would be assembled from 160 massive prefabricated components shipped along the Manchester Ship Canal, potentially reducing the timeline from 10 years to just 5, accelerating the club's transformation while minimizing disruption. Sir Alex Ferguson, the most successful manager in the club's history, has thrown his weight behind the project, saying, "Manchester United should always strive for the best in everything it does." His voice carries immense weight with fans as he urges the club to be brave and embrace this bold future. But not everyone shares his enthusiasm. The 1958, an influential United supporters group, has voiced fierce opposition, dismissing the proposed stadium as a generic, soulless corporate structure. Their criticism cuts deep, arguing that the design utterly fails to reflect United's deep-rooted heritage, traditions, and connection to its supporters. This isn't just an architectural debate, it's an existential one about what Manchester United represents. Is it a club defined by its working-class roots and industrial heritage? Or is it a global entertainment brand that should constantly evolve and reinvent itself? The clash between nostalgia and progress has never been starker. Old Trafford, despite its iconic status, has fallen behind modern standards with leaky roofs, dated facilities, and restricted sightlines. Yet for generations of fans, those imperfections are part of the stadium's charm and character, the physical embodiment of a club that rose from humble beginnings to conquer the world. Beyond the dated facilities and nostalgic imperfections lies a financial gamble that makes even the most daring transfers look safe. Manchester United, despite carrying £1 billion in debt, is about to bet the club's future on a £2 billion stadium project that could either revolutionize English football or become the most expensive mistake in sports history. The billion-pound question hanging over this ambitious project is deceptively simple. How does a debt-laden club finance a stadium costing twice their current obligations without risking their future? Club CEO Omar Barada calls the new stadium a very attractive investment opportunity and believes they'll find a way to finance the stadium. This vague assurance echoes similar promises made during previous Old Trafford renovations that stretched club finances thin. When your finances are already severely constrained, announcing plans to double your spending naturally raises serious concerns among supporters. Football finance expert Kieran Maguire offers a more concrete perspective, pointing to Tottenham's success story. After building their modern stadium, Spurs tripled their matchday revenue from £45 million to approximately £125 million annually. Premium seating, corporate facilities, and year-round events could potentially transform United's financial burden into a sustainable investment. These financial projections haven't convinced everyone. The Manchester United supporters' trust worries about increased ticket prices forcing out loyal fans who have backed the club for generations. The concern is legitimate. When clubs need to recoup massive investments, the easiest solution is often to squeeze more money from each seat. The stadium plans extend far beyond football as part of a massive regeneration effort in the Old Trafford area, potentially the UK's largest since the 2012 London Olympics. The projected impact is substantial: 92,000 new jobs, 17,000 new homes, and 1.8 million additional annual visitors, contributing an estimated £7.3 billion yearly to the UK economy. Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham backs the project, claiming the regeneration impact could be bigger and better than London 2012 if executed properly. This is where the story gets complicated, because we're no longer just talking about a football stadium, but urban planning, economic development, and the future identity of a community. The crucial balance lies between economic progress and cultural preservation. While these ambitious plans could transform Manchester, will the benefits reach ordinary fans and local residents? Or will luxury boxes and premium experiences take precedence over the authentic matchday atmosphere that made Old Trafford special? The current plan will likely see Old Trafford demolished once the new stadium is completed. This physical demolition symbolizes the fundamental question at stake. Are we witnessing necessary evolution of a global sports brand, or the erasure of authentic football culture for corporate interests? It's the tension between progress and preservation playing out on an epic scale. A bold vision that could economically transform Manchester versus legitimate fears about losing the club's working-class roots and community feeling cultivated since 1910. As we reach the end of this stadium saga, it's worth noting that Manchester United isn't alone in facing this identity crisis. Barcelona's ongoing no-camp renovation and Real Madrid's Bernabeu transformation show how these transitions ripple across football's elite. These projects all pose the same fundamental question: can a club preserve its soul while rebuilding its home? What makes stadiums special isn't the structure, it's the memories created within. The roar of 100,000 voices sounds appealing, but will those voices belong to the same community that made Manchester United what it is today? As Old Trafford evolves, the club isn't just building a stadium but sculpting Manchester United's identity for generations. When the turnstiles click open, whose Manchester will it really be?